citizens to the December 10th Mishawaka Board of Zoning Appeals meeting. To my right, I'll introduce our staff. We have Donna Burkhart, our administrative planner. Next to Donna is Shad Annis, our associate planner. To my left, we have Krista Hill, our senior planner. Next to her is Derek Spear, our city planner. In the front row, we have Ken Prince, our executive director. Next to Ken is David Bent, our legal counsel. Donna, would you please call for the roll?
Mike Compton.
Here.
Adam Gersbauer.
Here.
Joel Dindu.
Here.
Denise Graves.
Here.
Chris Torty.
Here. We are all here, which is a good thing. Rules of procedure up on the board and to my right and left. We do all of our speaking at the podium. There will be some people online today, so I would ask for your patience as we work through some of that. So first, we'll hear a presentation by the appellate. For each item, we'll ask those participating in the room to speak first, followed by those participating online. Then we'll hear from those who wish to speak in favor of the appeal, then those wishing to speak against the appeal. If you have questions and you're not sure if you're speaking for or against, I would suggest you come up during the against section. Then we'll accumulate all the questions and we'll have a right of rebuttal by the appellant. We'll close the public hearing and then we will have a board discussion and then a board vote. The adoption of the 2025 rules of procedure were looked at. I didn't have any questions on those. And we also have the meeting schedule and fee schedule as well. Were there any questions on those from the board members? From the staff? We're good? Okay, well then I'll take a motion to approve both of those, the rules of procedure and the meeting schedule for 2025.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So those rules of procedure and meeting fee schedule have been adopted. The previous month's minutes, November, were distributed to the board members. Were there any corrections, additions, or changes to be made to those? All those in favor of approving previous month's minutes say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the previous month's minutes pass. Are there any conflict of interest on any of the board members for any of the agenda items tonight?
No.
Nope, hearing none. That moves us into the first item, which is Appeal 24-52. And this will be a recommendation to the council, either favorable or not favorable, an appeal submitted by Apex Realty Investment LLC requesting a use variance for 917 Union Street, Mishawaka, Indiana, to allow for 3 tenants in C1 Commercial District and a developmental variance for a 60 square foot monument sign. So there's 2 items on this that we'll be considering for a recommendation. Is there somebody to present this appeal? Online?
Hello, how you doing?
Good. If we could have your name and address so
Sure.
we can take that into the record, that would be great.
Sure. My name is Micah Horner, and I live 212 Greenfield Drive in Middlebury, Indiana.
Great. Tell us about your appeal.
Sure. So we bought the building here in May, and we're in renovation process right now. And we're taking about half the building, which is about 3,000 square feet. We currently have another tenant who has about 1,500 square feet. And then we have about 1,500 square feet that is just sitting there vacant. So we were just looking to see if we could rent that space out to somebody else.
Okay. Thank you. I see you've been working with the planning staff and they have recommended approval as well. There's some notes in here about another address will need to be assigned.
Yes. Yep, that's correct. And as far as the signage goes, right now we got 48 square feet is what has been approved. And so we were just like, if we get a third tenant, would it be possible to get another 12 square feet? So we have a total of 60 square feet for all 3 of us to have a sign out front.
Yeah, well, we have to vote on what's in the packet here tonight, but I do see in the notes here that you're going to have to work with the staff to get approval on where the sign will be located. So are you
Sure.
agreeable doing that?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. That sounds good. Is there any other questions for Mr. Horner? Oh, yep, we have a question.
Thank you.
Mike
Mr.
Compton.
Yeah, Mr. Horner, and maybe this is a question for the city, but as I looked at this, my concern is blocking view from coming out off of that side street. So what I'm hearing from our chairman is you're going to work with location, and I assume that's from the city, meaning location, meaning it won't block view, and, you know, we're going to look at all those things. Is that fairly
Yep,
accurate?
absolutely. Yeah, I would be looking to position it in the middle of the building so it wouldn't be too close to that corner. I mean, ideally, if that would be all right, that would be my thought. I wouldn't want to put it near the corner where it'd be in the way of blocking the view.
Okay. Yeah, that's my concern, is Union Street is rather busy.
Yep.
And people turning out need full view both directions. With that said, if that's, and the staff will work with you on that. That's really not our place. That's just a question of mine.
Yep, sure.
Thank you.
Good point of clarifications. Thank you for that. Is there any other questions for Mr. Horner? Thank you for the presentation. Is there anybody else in the room or online wishing to speak in favor of Appeal 24-52? Is there anybody in the room or online wishing to speak in opposition to Appeal 2452? Mr. City Planner, is there any additional information?
No further information.
Okay, then I'll close the public hearing, and I will call for a motion on 24-52.
I move that,
Go ahead.
I move that we approve Appeal 24-52.
We have a motion and a second. Donna, would you please poll the board?
Mike Compton,
Yes.
Adam Gersbauer,
Yes.
Joel Dindu,
Yes.
Denise Graves,
Yes.
Chris Torty.
Yes, and Appeal 24-52 will move to the council with a favorable rating from the BZA. Next, we have Appeal 24-53, an appeal submitted by Granger Community Church requesting a sign variance for 630 East University Drive, Mishawaka, Indiana, to allow a canopy-mounted roof illuminated sign. Hi, is there somebody online to present this appeal?
Hi, yes, my name is Kristen Sprague with Steincraft Industries at 8816 Corporation Drive, Indianapolis, 46052.
Thank you for that. Tell us about your appeal.
So I'm working with Granger Community Church. We are looking to install an illuminated sign on their existing canopy for their church entrance area. As you can see there, probably in your packet information, it's 36 square feet. The issue with it is it doesn't affix to the building. It affixes directly to that canopy. And so that's why we're coming before the board to hopefully gain approval from you guys.
Thank you for that. Is there any questions for Ms. Sprague? Nope. No questions. Thank you for the presentation. Is there anybody in the room or online wishing to speak in favor of Appeal 24-53? Is there anybody in the room or online wishing to speak in opposition to Appeal 24-53? Any additional information?
No further information.
Okay, then we'll close the public hearing, and I will call for a motion.
Make a motion to approve Appeal 2453.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Donna, would you please poll the board?
Mike Compton,
Yes.
Adam Gersbauer,
Yes.
Joel Dindu,
Yes.
Denise Graves,
Yes.
Chris Torty.
Yes, and Appeal 24-53 passes.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Moving right along, we have Appeal 24-54, an appeal submitted by United Pet Food Producers USA, Inc., requesting a developmental variance for 919 Cleveland Street, Mishawaka, Indiana, to allow for a 12.5 front yard setback along West 11th Street. Hi.
Hi there. Steve Ruby, at Marsh Consulting, 315 West Jefferson, South Bend, Indiana. The appellant here, United Pet Food, is looking to request a developmental variance for a 12.5-foot setback off the 11th Street frontage. Currently, they have a warehouse building there. They're looking to tear that down, raise that, remove all the components to that old building. It just doesn't suit them for their current operation. And they're looking to build a newer, modern warehouse that's roughly double the size, a little over, with better truck circulation, better conveniences. But in order to do some of that, they'd like to request a 12.5-foot setback to make sure their turning movements will work and maximize the site as much as possible. Their current building has a 0 lot line setback off of 11th. That's going to be pulled back, improving sight lines for that street, as well as there'd be future curb improvements along the street as well as part of the improvement process. So they're seeking a variance for that 12.5-foot setback as opposed to the 25-foot that's in the ordinance. Are there any questions?
54. Any questions for Mr. Ruby? No questions? Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you.
Is there anybody in the room or online wishing to speak in favor of Appeal 24-54? Is there anybody in the room or online wishing to speak in opposition to Appeal 24-54? Hi, come on up. I'm in favor. Oh, come on up. Name and address and tell us why.
My name's Larry Kreider. I live in Mishawaka, but I have my own property over there in that area. It was the old citywide liquor. But
Oh, yeah.
anytime anyone's improving in that area, I think that it's a really great area, and I'm for them.
Great,
And that's really basically, so I'm for them, and if I could,
great.
anything I can do.
It's really nice to have people come in and support positions. So, Mr. Kreider, we thank you for coming.
This is my wife over here, Irene. Did you have something to say?
Oh, come on up, say your name and address and tell us why.
My name is Irene Kreider. I live in Mishawaka, and I think it's good improvement, so I'm in favor of it.
Great, good to hear from you. Thanks for coming up. Okay, is there anybody else in the room or online wishing to speak in opposition to Appeal 24-54? Is there any additional information?
No additional information.
Okay, then we'll close the public hearing, and I'll call for a motion on 24-54.
I make a motion to approve 24-54.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Donna, would you please poll the board?
Mike Compton,
Yes.
Adam Gersbauer,
Yes.
Joel Dindu,
Yes.
Denise Graves,
Yes.
Chris Torty,
Yes, and Appeal 24-54 passes. Is there any old business, Mr. City Planner?
None.
New business?
None.
Privilege of the floor on any agenda items that are not on, or any items that are not on the agenda. Hearing none, then I'll ask for a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
We are adjourned. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Yes, I can't believe it.